Hello boxing fans, this is Anthony with the BBSN, and we are here in the ring to witness Jack Dempsey make the first defense of his Glory Days Boxing Heavyweight Championship, which he captured via a fourth round stoppage of Jack Johnson. And tonight he will be defending against Rocky Marciano, the Brockton blockbuster. And Marciano earned this title shot with a savage 10-round decision over Iron Mike Tyson in a brutal affair. So in this bout, Dempsey, with his win over Johnson, is 55-6-9 with 45 KOs. Rocky Marciano moves to 50-0 with 43 knockouts after the decision over Tyson. And tonight's judges and referee, first of all, the referee Joe Cortez. He is tough against fouls, so each foul rate, or fighter's foul rating, will be increased by 1, meaning Dempsey will be a 6 instead of a 5, and Marciano goes to a 7 instead of a 6. The judges, Harold Letterman, no championship bias. Louis Moret, no championship bias. And the third judge, Richard Green, he does have a championship bias, so any rounds in which the champ Dempsey wins by either 1 to 4 punches or 5 to 8 punches, he will automatically get a 10-9 round from Richard Green. There will be no check on the referee scoring chart, which is here. Actually, it's out of range of the camera. So here, so again, 1 to 4 and 5 to 8, no rolls. They automatically will go to the champion. And other adjustments, the fighter adjustments, Jack Dempsey has the closer trait, meaning he's a great finisher. So it is a +1 to his opponent's will rating, meaning that Marciano, his will rating will be a 5 now instead of a 3, a +1 for the Dempsey trait and a +1 for the Joe Cortez trait of being quick to stop fights. Cortez also moves Dempsey's will rating to a 5, so both fighters will be at a 5 for TKO checks. And in addition to that, Jack Dempsey's chin KO rating goes from a 2 to a 3, as Rocky Marciano has the Iceman trait, meaning 1-punch KO power, add 1 to opponent's chin KO rating. So with formalities in place, we are set to go in our very first defense of the GDB Heavyweight Championship, and the fight begins. So inside and inside, both with 2 stars, they will trade punches, and Dempsey, being the defending champion in the red corner, will have the initiative. So both fighters will, or momentum, sorry, both fighters will roll on the offensive chart. And for Dempsey, an 81 would have been a possible cut with a roll of 20. However, 81 on the inside is going to be a miss. And Marciano fires back, seeing if he can land. And 94 for Marciano, and that is going to be a clinch. So no action in this particular segment. On to segment 2 of the first round. And 1 star for Dempsey, 2 for Marciano. This will be Marciano with offensive control from the inside. And Marciano, possible knockdown, and 31 on the inside is going to be a 3-point hook. And Dempsey now, he has a chin knockdown rating of 3, and he survives and shakes that off, no damage. But 3 points land for the Rock, and he gains momentum going into segment number 3 of the first round. And Dempsey outside, 2 stars. Marciano inside, 2 stars. They will remain inside and trade punches. And Marciano goes first. And 31 from the inside, 7 on the blue die. Again, a possible knockdown. And 31 will be a 3-point hook. We'll resolve the knockdown after Dempsey goes. Dempsey 13 and a 50 on the inside, and that is going to be a 4-point uppercut, so a big blow for Dempsey, but Marciano's is harder, and Dempsey now has to survive a knockdown opportunity. Again, a chin KD of 3. He survives, but that's 5 within his stun rating, so he will be stunned for segment 4, meaning that Marciano has an unopposed action, and that will take place. A 2 will be on the inside. And again, if Rocky lands a power shot, we will go to the TKO stoppage. However, a roll of 70 on the inside, and these guys are mixing it up hard. That's going to be a miss. So go to segment 5, and Dempsey survives. He has his wits about him again. Marciano landing the heavy shots early, and that is outside, or inside for Dempsey, 2 stars, outside for Marciano, 1. So Dempsey takes back the momentum. And a 6, no possible knockdown there, but 24 on the inside, and that is going to be a 4-point hook. And Marciano, his defensive check, and a roll of 7, and he does not affect that. So Dempsey fighting back strong, has momentum going into the 6th segment of the very first round, and 6 is an inside 1, inside 2 for Marciano. Marciano takes momentum back here in the 6th round. And an 80, and that is going to be a 14, no action for cuts or knockdowns. 80 is going to be a miss on the inside. Dempsey with a chance to counter. He needs 1 to 7 on the 1D20. He gets a 2, and he counters with a 2-point hook. So the champion snatches momentum back going into the 7th segment and final minute of the first round. And I'm sorry, that was Marciano that landed the 2-point counter shot. And actually 5, that would have been outside Marciano's range. So disregard all that scoring. In the last minute, and Dempsey enters it with momentum still. And 5, outside 2 stars for Dempsey, inside 2 stars for Marciano. They'll fight from the outside. They will exchange punches, and Dempsey with the momentum goes first. 79 from the outside, and that's going to be a miss. Rocky Marciano fires back. And the Brockton Blockbuster, possible knockdown if he would have landed, but that was a miss. So we head to the 8th segment of the first round. No punches land in that one. 1 star inside for Dempsey, 3 stars inside for Marciano. Marciano takes momentum. And again, from the inside, 18, nothing on the 1D20, 35, that's going to be a 3-point hook. So 3 big punches land. Dempsey's defensive roll, and a 1. And in a roll of 1, he's going to add a blow to that. So let me make that an extra hook lands there. So 10 punches landed for Marciano as we head into the final segment of round number 1. 3 stars inside for Dempsey, 2 for Marciano. Dempsey takes back momentum in the final segment of the round. And looking to punctuate the first round, and we have a possible cut. That is an 8, a 4-point cross. So 12 and 19 possible cut. Marciano, his cut rating is an 8. And that is a 7. So Marciano is going to be cut as the first round comes to an end. And on his cut chart, a roll of 9, and that is a cut over the left eye. So first round comes to an end, and Dempsey lands a big blow. He lands 12 punches in the round to 10 for Marciano. And Marciano cut over the left eye. And again on the cut swelling chart, cut above the left eye. First time it is opened, there is no action. If that gets reopened, we will do a possible stoppage check on a roll of 1 to 3 on the 1D20. So stamina, both fighters entered the fight with 110 stamina for a 15-round bout. So first round action takes Marciano down to 98 for round 2, and Dempsey down to 100. And now we go to our judges' scoring. And again, a 2-point differential for Dempsey. We automatically know that Richard Green will give the first round to Dempsey 10-9 for his championship bias. So Harold Letterman, and wrong die. Harold Letterman 15, and that is going to go to the low scorer. So Marciano, who did land the one telling blow in the round, gets a 10-9 from Letterman, or from Moret, and Letterman. Harold Letterman a 2, that goes to the high score, so they are split. So Dempsey gets it 10-9 on Green and Letterman's card, and Moret goes with Marciano, and we are set for round 2. And Dempsey will enter round 2 with the momentum. And a 4, inside 2 stars, outside no stars. Action takes place on the inside, and Dempsey on the offense, Marciano on defense. And 61 on the inside, that is going to be a 2-point uppercut, and Marciano's defensive check, a 10, does not affect it. Go to segment 2, 2 punches landed for Dempsey. And 3-2, Marciano takes back momentum on the inside. Dempsey will be on defense this time, and we have a 0, which is going to be a 4-point jab. And Dempsey's defensive roll is a 1. Make that a 5-punch jab. 5 punches landed punctuated by a jab. Heading into segment number 3, and Marciano with an early lead here in the second round. And 3 stars for Dempsey, 1 for Marciano. So Dempsey on the inside takes back momentum. And 0-3, that's going to be a 2-point jab, and Marciano's roll, an 11, does not affect it. Heading to segment 4, Dempsey with momentum entering the segment. Outside 2, outside 1, so we're going to take the action to the outside now, and Dempsey still has the control. 0-5 from the outside, a big 3-point jab, and Marciano's defensive action does not affect it. So Dempsey reestablishing himself here in the second round, and 6s for both. Marciano is going to take back the momentum, and he will have the offensive action inside. And this is going to be a 3-point jab on the inside, and possible knockdown normally, but again, with the using the advanced rules, which will be in the obviously explained in the rule booklet, jab cannot cause a knockdown, but if Dempsey rolls a 5 or less, he can be stunned for the next segment. So again, a power punch is needed for an actual knockdown. A jab can just stun you. And an 8, and he is not stunned, so Marciano, 3 punches landed, and we move to the next segment. These guys are trading blows on the inside. And 2 stars for Dempsey, 1 for Marciano. Dempsey takes control back on the inside. And on the offensive action, 51 is going to be a big 4-point uppercut, possible knockdown. So 11 punches landed, and Marciano survives, and he shakes that off no problem. We head to the next segment. And again, 6 and a 5, 1 star for Dempsey, no stars for Marciano. So action takes place on the inside. Dempsey still in control. And 43 and another possible knockdown, and that is a 2-point hook. And Rocky, his chin rating is good. It is a 2, and he shakes that off as well. So heading into the final 40 seconds of the first round. And Dempsey off to a quick start in this one, and no stars there, no stars for Marciano. So action will take place on the outside. They will exchange punches, and Dempsey goes first. Toe-to-toe they go. 68, possible knockdown, but that is a miss, and Rocky Marciano fires back. 82, also a miss, so no action there as we head into the final 20 seconds of round 1. And 4, 2 stars to 3 stars inside for Marciano. Marciano takes back momentum to finish the round. And again on the inside, 43, a 4-point uppercut, and Dempsey's defensive action does not stop any of them. So another close round with Marciano rallying at the end. He ends up landing 12 punches in the second round. Dempsey lands 13. So again, we know that Richard Green is going to give this round to the champion 10-9 since he landed 1 more blow. We'll go to the other judges, and first, Harold Letterman and a 12. 12 on 1 to 4. He is going to go with the low score in that round, so he gives it to Marciano. And I have a feeling this round, or this fight, is going to turn out like this the entire way. And Louis Moret, he also on a roll of 16 and a 1-punch differential gives it to the low scorer. So Dempsey getting favoritism for being the champion from Richard Green. The other two are split thus far. And if the fight would end at this point, it would be a dead even draw. So stamina adjustments, Marciano heading into the third round is at 85 and 88 for Dempsey. So thus far, everything we have wanted, some potential fireworks have not come to fruition, but you know it'll only be a matter of time. Inside, 2 stars for Dempsey, 2 stars for Marciano. They are going to trade. And Marciano will go first. Both have an offensive action. Marciano first because he finished the last round with momentum. And 76 on the inside. That's going to be a miss for Marciano. Dempsey digging the hook. 63, and Dempsey misses as well. Just misses. So much ado about nothing there as they both trade blows. Neither can land an effective punch. That was a 5. 2 stars outside for Dempsey and 1 star outside for Marciano. They move to the outside and Dempsey takes back momentum. He has the offensive action. And an 89 from the outside is going to be a miss, and Marciano the chance to counter. He needs a 1 to 4, doesn't get it. Fires back but cannot connect as we head into the third segment of the round. 1 star inside to 2 stars inside for Marciano. Marciano takes back the offensive action and momentum. 34 and a possible knockdown, and this is going to be a 3-point hook. So 3 punches land for Marciano, and Dempsey's chin rating versus a knockdown is a 3 to get knocked down, 5 to be stunned. And remember, if he does go down, which he does not, his chin rating is boosted. So Dempsey takes a big shot, shakes it off, and inside, 3 stars to 1 star outside for Marciano. Dempsey takes back the momentum as we head into the second minute of the first round, or the third round. And possible cut, but he is going to miss, and Dempsey with a chance to, or Marciano, done that like 4 times, the chance to counter. If he counters, Dempsey will have to check for the cut on the roll of 20 there, and he does not. So on we go. A lot of punches thrown, but hitting not a thing but air at this point. That's outside for both fighters, and Dempsey retains offensive control. And from the outside, 58, not where he wants to be. He misses. Marciano the chance to counter, and 3. He's going to get a 2-point hook in. So the Rock counters and takes back momentum as we head into segment 6 of the third round. 5 and a 3 outside, 2 stars inside, 2 stars. They will trade punches on the inside, and Marciano will go first since he has momentum. 38 and a 10 on the 20. And 38 is going to be a 2-point hook, and Dempsey throws his simultaneously in a possible knockdown. 29, and that is a 3-point hook for Dempsey, and 4 is within the power rating. So Marciano 3, and he does not go down, but he is hurt. So Dempsey, as we head into the final minute of the round, gets an undefended opportunity. And 4, it's going to take place on the inside, which is where he likes to fight. 44. And that is going to be a 2-point hook. So again, going to the power rating, when a fighter is hurt, his power is escalated to a 9. So an 8, he's going to get another chance for a knockdown. If this does not succeed, we are going to make a stoppage check because it is a power shot, a hook that lands. So first of all, the knockdown check, and Marciano being hurt, his chin rating for a knockdown goes to a 3 and a 7, as if he was fatigued. And Marciano is down. So Marciano down, and Joe Cortez picks up the count. He has a chin rating. It's going to take a 1 to stop him, and he crawls to his feet. So we head to segment 8 of the third round, and Dempsey, his first significant punch has stunned Marciano. Marciano going to give up another unopposed shot here. I didn't add those punches in, sorry. So this will be on the inside, and 44. 44 and a 15 and no potential knockdown, but again, Marciano's hurt, so we can have a TKO stoppage if this is a power punch, and it is a 2-point hook. So Marciano now, taking punishment, has to make a successful check of his will. Now remember, he is hurt, so Dempsey, when his opponent is hurt, it's +2 plus another +1 for Cortez being quick to stop it. So 6 or less, and this fight is over. Dempsey swarming, Cortez looking closely. He's going to let it go on, however. So we head to the final 20 seconds of the round, and a big round for Dempsey. Coming back, and he definitely had Marciano on the ropes. Final segment, and 6. 1 star inside and 2 stars inside for Marciano. Marciano is going to finish with an offensive action, so he fights back despite being badly hurt. And a 9, that's going to be a possible cut, and that'll be a 4-point cross. And Dempsey, his cut rating is a 4, and he is not cut, but Marciano finishes the round in style, and in fact, actually, despite taking the harder punches, getting shook and dropped, landed more. So 11 punches landed to 7. However, with the scoring, with the knockdown, since Marciano hit the deck in that round, there is a total differential 7 to 11 of 4. So when it's 1 to 4, it is going to be a 10-8 round across the board for whoever got the knockdown, which was Dempsey. So a big round for Jack. And that definitely changes momentum in this fight. And heading into the 4th round, stamina adjustment, Dempsey landed 7. So Marciano 76 stamina, 11 for the Rock. Takes Dempsey down to 77 stamina. So both fighters fatiguing at an equal clip as we head into round number 4. 4 of a scheduled 15 rounder. Inside, 1 star for Dempsey and 2 stars inside for the Rock. The Rock has momentum. Comes out hard in the 4th round. And a 56 and a 3 is a possible knockdown if he lands. And it is a 2-point uppercut, just enough. And Dempsey, he has to make a roll above 5, and he does just barely, so he shakes that off. Rocks him a little bit, but he is unfazed as we head to segment number 2. 1 star to 2 stars on the inside for Marciano, winning advantage. And 29-8, no possible knockdown there, but 29 is going to be a 3-point hook. And Dempsey's defensive roll is a 6, and he does not affect that at all. So Marciano, just like he did in the previous round before he got dropped, is off to the faster start here. And it's going to be outside, no stars, to outside, no stars. So they're going to trade punches from the outside, but Marciano will go first. More toe-to-toe action. 89, possible cut on the roll of 20, but 89 is going to be a miss from the outside. And Dempsey willing to exchange. 89, an exact same thing. Could have been a possible cut, but they both miss. So heading into segment number 4, and 3 stars to 2. Dempsey's got it on the inside with the offensive action. And 50 inside, that's going to be a big 4-point uppercut, and Dempsey's defensive roll is a 6, does not affect it. So heading into segment number 5. 2-2 inside, 2 stars for both of them. Dempsey with momentum will go first as they exchange blows toe-to-toe, and the crowd is on their feet. 64. It's going to be a miss for Dempsey. Marciano needs 57 or less, and 45. He's got it, and roll a 6, and that's going to be another potential knockdown. So 45 will be a big 4-point uppercut. And Dempsey needs 5 or less, and Dempsey goes down. A big uppercut drops Jack on his back, and the referee steps in to count. And Dempsey, a chin rating of 2, and climbs to his feet. But he's going to be hurt in the 6th segment. So an unopposed offensive action for Marciano, and 2, it's going to take place on the inside. And 52 on the inside is going to be a 3-point uppercut. 12 and 13, no possible knockdown, but again a power shot lands, so Dempsey has to make a TKO save. And as a reminder, his will rating is 5 with the adjustment from Joe Cortez, so 5 or less, this fight is over as Marciano swarms, and Cortez jumps in and stops the fight. An incredible stoppage, and that is going to come segment number 6 of the round, and an odd roll at 141 of round number 4. So Cortez and a lot of the crowd on their feet is not happy with the decision. He is quick to stop it, but in this case, pretty much any referee would stop it as Dempsey hurt badly and absorbed a huge uppercut against the ropes. Was on Queer Street, did not know where he was, and Cortez, feeling he could not defend himself, has stopped this. So the heavyweight championship in its first defense is going to change hands as Rocky Marciano scores a 4th round TKO stoppage of defending champion Jack Dempsey. And again, that end segment came Dempsey landing some big shots, or Marciano landing some big shots, hurt Dempsey, backed him into the ropes, closed in and landed a vicious uppercut that almost took the champion's head off. And at that point, Joe Cortez had seen enough. So we will go up to the ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., for your official announcement of the decision. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joe Cortez stops the action at 1 minute and 41 seconds of the 4th round. The winner by TKO and new Glory Days Boxing heavyweight champion, the Brockton blockbuster Rocky Marciano. So that suddenly, and we knew this fight would have fireworks. It certainly lived up to expectations. Dead even through the first 2 rounds. Rocky Marciano was cut over his left eye in the first. In the third, a big round, Marciano got off to a quick start, was carrying the action, and Jack Dempsey manages to land a halcyon hook that dropped the challenger. Marciano was up, survived an onslaught from Dempsey. Cortez looked close to stopping the fight there. Got his legs back under him and came out in the 4th round and took care of business. So, again, we hope you enjoyed this Glory Days Boxing Heavyweight Championship fight. And next up, so on the horizon, now with a new champion in the picture, we have a couple of defenders. Of course, Mike Tyson would really love to get another shot. Not going to happen. It's going to be 2 more recent fighters. And the 2 that will be fighting next to see who gets the first shot at Marciano is a new champion. Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis. The record of 41-2-1, 32 KOs, and a favorite of Duke, as you could hear in the background. And he will be facing unbeaten 40-0, 39 KOs Deontay Wilder, with the winner to be Rocky Marciano's first title defense. So again, we hope you enjoyed this video. And again, Glory Days Boxing is a game which I will be releasing early next year, and there are we had a contest, and we'll have another giveaway of a beta version in the next few weeks. But a contest a couple of weeks ago, Alan Shaw has his copy, still waiting for the second copy to be claimed. And I will put a reminder in the comments there. And I also gave a couple of review copies, if you will, to a couple of folks who have YouTube channels that run games. And we'll hope to see some content from them fairly soon. So until next time, please again support the friends of the channel. A lot of great YouTubers in this genre doing all kinds of sports games, role-playing, sports commentary. If you're into jiu-jitsu, I have a couple of jiu-jitsu links that I really like on the page, so check them all out. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Any comments on the game or any fights you would like to see outside of what is scheduled? And on the giveaway video, the 42 fighters that are in the current beta version were listed there. So any matchups you would like to see, let me know. And until next time, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for the support and keep swinging for the knockout. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. See ya.